This is an image of Pluto at its closest approach. It still remains a treasure trove of scientific questions and hopefully answers about the origins and evolution of the solar system. From Pluto's flyby, it is on to the unknowns of the Kuiper Belt. The most numerous objects in the solar system are the ice dwarf planets that make up this donut-shaped region on the edge of the solar system.
It's kind of like the asteroid belt, but much bigger. It has hundreds of times more objects in it than the asteroid belt.
The spacecraft will visit some of these objects in its travels.
Once you have the orbit, and we know where the spacecraft is and where it's going to be, we can figure out how much fuel the spacecraft is going to need to use to get to these objects.
After some careful calculations,
it looked like we might actually have to burn the engines to miss the object, which was a pretty exciting concept. You know, it's a good thing we looked, because you wouldn't want to run into one of these things.
These cold classicals, they're pretty much as they were 4.5 billion years ago. They're little fossils. That's incredible. We have no idea what they're going to look like.
New Horizons will continue to explore the outer solar system until 2026. There are many worlds within our solar system. Most reside beyond the asteroid belt. These are the moons of the gas giants of the solar system, each a unique and mysterious world of its own. Some have oceans of water, geysers of sulfur, or atmospheres of plastic. Some are just now being seen at the outer rim of our solar system. All are worthy of much more scrutiny. Currently en route to the Jupiter system is the scientific probe Juno. It will be the first orbiter mission to Jupiter since the troubled Galileo spacecraft in 2003. Its task? To establish a highly elliptical polar orbit and study Jupiter in the greatest detail so far. Several other probes have made flybys of the system en route to other destinations. Some of these return fascinating data on the Jovian moons. Perhaps the jewel of the solar system is Saturn, with her spectacular rings. All four of the outer planets have rings of ice and rock, but Saturn's is the most complicated, and with thousands of ringlets, the most visible. There are several groups of rings classified A through to G. Some are formed by shepherd moons within the rings and by gravitational tidal effects from others outside. Yet some gaps are still unexplained. The current spacecraft at Saturn is Cassini on its second extended mission, the Cassini Solstice mission, which is expected to be completed in 2017. It continues to watch the planet-sized storms in the atmosphere.
Great white spots on Saturn are these large storms that erupt about once every year on Saturn. A year on Saturn is 29 Earth years. The great white spot that erupted in December 2010 initially presented itself as a small little white fluffy cloud that came up, and various instruments on Cassini were seeing it, and ground-based instruments seeing it as well.